Hi my YouTube friends, and welcome to another selfie fishing adventures video. I got so much great feedback and positive comments from the last video. It really inspired me to continue making these videos. And today we have some more awesome footage. This time it's going to be pike. We're going to see a lot of pike come in, look at the lure. Some may bite, some may not. You'll just have to watch the video to see, but it's incredible footage. And this adventure was quite special. I went to a lake in Lanark County. When I got there, I almost got stuck in my car getting in. It was very snowy. I was going to drive onto the lake, and then I saw someone got stuck removing their ice hut from the lake. So they're trying to tow it out. There was almost 2 feet of water, top water on top of the lake. It was incredibly slushy, incredibly windy. I walked out on my tippy toes, trying not to break through the ice because there was a thin layer of ice and then 2 feet of water. I went through a few times and my boots got soaked. I finally got somewhere where I could fish, and it was just an incredible day. I was cold, I was wet, but I was having fun. And once you start seeing fish, they start biting, you forget about everything else and you focus on that. So I want to share this day with you. I want to show you what I saw, what I caught, what I didn't catch, of course, and just talk a bit about also the techniques that I used, how I chose the spot to fish, obviously what lures I used, and how I tried to get the fish to bite. So again, welcome, and let's get right into the nice footage.
Okay, so here I'm jigging the buckshot spoon pretty aggressively, and I'm dead sticking the perch sucker with the wax worms, and just waiting for fish to come in. So you can see on the right side of the screen, a nice pike is coming to check it out. So again, as he comes closer, I'm kind of being a little less aggressive. I don't want to scare him away. He's a bit tentative, so he looks at it, then he turns away, unfortunately. But I know he's still in the area, so I'm going to keep working the bait and hoping that I can get him to come back. So as you see, I'm still kind of very subtly working the buckshot spoon with the minnow attached, and trying to draw that pike in, trying to get him to come back. And there he goes, he's coming back. So pike in general, they circle an area, and they really check out the lures before they strike. So just because I don't see him doesn't mean he doesn't see me, or he doesn't see my bait. So I always gotta be fishing like there's a fish watching the bait. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. Yeah, even though he may not be on the screen, I know he's around somewhere. All the sunfish have disappeared, all the perch have disappeared, so that means there's a pike roaming the area. There's an apex predator. So just be patient. He's going to keep coming back, checking it out. Whether we catch him or not, that's a different story, but we know he's in the area, so we keep jigging, and we're getting some really cool shots of that pike just roaming around. So I'm working the bait a bit more aggressively now. I'm letting the flutter spoon rise and fall a few feet. Again, trying to change the cadence of the jigging to hopefully bring the pike back. So you can see I brought in a perch through my jigging. Not exactly what I wanted, but still waiting for that pike to come back. So let's see what happens. Oh, so if you look at the right side of the screen, that pike he's coming back. He looks a bit more interested now. He's looking at that lure, so just where the arrow is pointing to. Again, he's watching it from a distance, a bit tentative. Let's see if he decides to come closer, have a better look. So I kind of slow my jigging cadence a bit. I'm trying to get him to come in. I'm trying everything I can, trying to get him to have a taste of that juicy minnow. Again, very tentative, and that's normal with pike. I mean, they're not always aggressive. Sometimes they're very cautious, and they really like to size up a bait or a lure before they commit to it. So unfortunately, that time I didn't get him, but of course I'm going to keep trying. Again, a beautiful view underwater here, and again I'm jigging. Okay, here he's coming back. So the pike is coming back, and he wants it. Oh, he strikes it. Oh, he almost had it, right? So you see that? He came in. He was pretty aggressive there. He wanted the lure. he got it in his mouth, but he didn't really get the hook, and I wasn't able to set the hook fast enough. But I don't give up, and notice that pike is not giving up either. I mean, he may have missed the first time, but he's still interested, right? And he's looking at that lure. He's kind of facing the camera, so you don't see the full profile on him, but he's still very, very close to the lure now. Looking at that minnow on the spoon, deciding what he's going to do. And that's very typical with pike. And the main thing here is not to give up. Just be patient. And give them the chance to size up the bait. Try to be as natural as possible. And eventually, you will get rewarded. So this pike is cautious, but you see now he's becoming more aggressive. Now you can tell he wants it. So he tried once to eat it. He missed. He tries again. Misses again. Must have bad eyesight. Wow, missed a third time. So he's getting really aggressive now. I don't know how he missed 3 times. That's it's quite a bad record. But that's the way it is. Sometimes the fish are a little bit disoriented, or maybe he's blind in one eye. But unfortunately he missed the lure. But another pike is coming in now. Hopefully this one has a bit better hand-eye coordination or mouth-eye coordination, and hopefully we get a bite here. So let's see. So again, pike sizing up the bait, trying to work it a bit to keep him interested. He's kind of still looking at it. He's kind of neutral now. He's curious about it, but he's not really committing to it. It looks like he's going away. So this is a bit later on. There's another pike. You can see underneath the arrow. This time I'm jigging both baits at the same time, trying to keep that pike interested. You'll notice now it's very interesting. He's actually looking at the perch talker with the waxworm, which is not typical for pike, but he looks like he's more interested in that. But then, kind of as he sizes the bait up and he looks at it in more details, you're going to see his positioning and his vision shift to the buckshot spoon with the minnow, which is a more typical pike lure. It's because it has more meat on it. It has more action. So he's looking at it now. You notice I bounced it on the bottom. I'm trying to stir up the bottom a bit, make it look like this is a dying minnow that's floating to the bottom and struggling kind of to stay alive, right? And this is the ideal type for the apex predator. He wants an injured bait fish. So he strikes. Cool. There he goes. He goes up. There's a picture of me with that pike. So again, I finally, after seeing so many pike, I finally managed to catch one. So that was the highlight of the trip. Here we have a perch coming in. So again, I'm jigging here the perch talker lure with the wax worms. So another perch comes in. This one, it seems more interested. Looks at the lure, takes it in. I wait a bit. When the perch has it all in its mouth, I set the hook. And then that's the perch. So that's a nice perch there. I mean, that one obviously came home, so that was dinner, or will be dinner. And now we have a whole bunch of sunfish. Again, I'm trying to get them to commit. So again, with more fish comes competition. So I'm trying to kind of play them against each other, play a little keep away with the lure, and I'm getting bites. So they're looking at it, they're interested. Let's see what happens here. So one's coming in pretty hot. Yeah, he got it. No, he doesn't have it. So you see the waxworm, he kind of nipped at it and the waxworm floated to the bottom, but there's still a bit of waxworm on the hook. So again, they're interested, but bit cautious here. So there goes one, he grabs it. Oh, almost had him. You see, he just wasn't hooked, right? And look at that. Look what happened there. As it dropped from the one's mouth, the other guy came in, he grabbed it, and he went topside. And then we have another for the end of the video. Another perch coming in, and he went topside again. So thank you so much for watching. It's been my pleasure producing the video. Take care.